Hello Taurus, so I'm doing your weekly reading for November the 20th to the 27th. I'm going to take a look into your situation. We'll find out why it's happening. We'll look at your blind spot. We're going to figure out what it is that's working for you. And of course, we'll look at how it is all likely going to play out as well. So you have got the Altar, and it says gratitude and releasing burdens. So yeah, your altar, you guys know what an altar is. It can be used as a place of worship. It can be used as a place of cleansing. Excuse me while I just sort out my chair a minute. I was not sitting comfortably at all. So with this energy, it's time for you to release your burdens, okay, Taurus? I feel that there has been something that has been distracting you, that has been keeping you away from what you're supposed to be focused on. So it's time to get back to basics with this energy. With it being gratitude, it's to really take stock of everything, okay? And to remember that there is still a lot for you to be grateful for. And of course, with the gratitude attitude, it encourages more into your life to be grateful for. And then you've got the Mortar and Pestle, integration, subtlety, and thoroughness. Okay, they're saying for you to break it down into smaller chunks, because that's what you use a mortar and pestle for. But you got to go careful, okay, Taurus? The message with the mortar and pestle is to go carefully. They're saying not to try and take on everything at once, but to break it down into smaller, more manageable chunks, and to don't rush. Don't rush. That was really bad English. I do apologize, Taurus. It's been one of those days. I'll not get into it, but it has been one of those days. So my brain is fudge at the moment. But don't worry, it's not going to affect your reading other than me getting my words wrong. Okay, that's the only way it's going to affect your reading. That might even make for entertainment value, I guess. Expect a lot of spoonerisms coming your way, Taurus. So yeah, break it down into smaller, more manageable chunks, and they say to go slowly, okay? So this week, it would be unwise to rush anything. Just really take your time with it. There's a slow, careful, and deliberate blend here that is required. Okay, let's take a deeper look into this one. I'm also getting the message, Taurus, not to overcomplicate anything. As soon as you try and overcomplicate things this week, it's just going to be really, really awkward for you, right? So keep it simple. Just keep it simple. Try not to squeeze too much productivity out of your time, okay? Slow and steady this week, definitely. And again, especially with that Altar and the Mortar and Pestle, there might be a message here for some of you about your spiritual work. I mean, we'll wait and see. I just don't have enough cards yet. Can you tell us more about this Altar situation for Taurus, please? Nice. The King of Cups. So it doesn't make a difference if you're a man or a woman, okay? King of Cups energy belongs to everyone. This is emotional availability and to staying calm during a crisis. And it's possible that there is a crisis. Yeah, there's something that's going on here. The Six of Swords, it's coming out squiffy. It's backtracking. So someone backtracking is causing a crisis. That might be you're backtracking on something, Taurus, and it's causing you problems. It could be someone else that's backtracking towards you and it's causing problems. The main thing here is to go slow Take your time. Keep it simple. I'm going to need another deck for that Six of Swords. Can you tell us more about this Six of Swords for Taurus? What's this message about backtracking, causing problems? Someone backtracking. What's going on? Okay, not cool at all, because that energy literally just caused another card to spin out of control. And I can't look at it right now. It's going to be connected, right? We'll get to that when we get to that. Page of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands, both reversed. So there's a knock-on effect. Okay. Again, take it as it resonates. I'm going to say someone, you can fill in the gaps. Someone is about to take action that has a knock-on effect for everyone else, and it's not good. The Six of Wands reversed, Queen of Pentacles reversed. There's suffocating energy with that Queen of Pentacles reversed. Sometimes that can be a person who is boundary stomping, who doesn't give a shit about consequences, either for themselves or the consequences that they cause other people. And then you've got this Page of Swords, which is information coming to light about someone being quite selfish and reckless and domineering. Why is that, or how is that connected to this backtracking? The Seven of Cups reversed with the Devil. There's control issues. Someone's backtracking pertaining to control issues. So they've made out like they're not going to get involved anymore. They've made out like they're just going to stay out of it, which they should be doing. But they're backtracking. They've gone back on their word. Definitely getting themselves involved in your business again here, Taurus. And it's completely unnecessary. It's controlled. Whoever this Queen of Pentacles reversed is, they are obsessed with control over other people. So they're either trying to control you or they're trying to control someone that you care about. Either or. It's causing major issues though. Their entire attitude is causing issues. Their entitlement also, Six of Wands reversed. Entitlement. Okay, what's this Page of Swords? Oh boy. The Sun, and that's come out squiffy. Right. Lack of growth. This person's deeply unhappy. So it's projection then, Taurus. Yeah, all these squiffy cards and reversed cards, like, I just find that incredible. Six of Pentacles squiffy with Justice in the upright position. Well, at least Justice is upstanding, right? At least that's in the right orientation. Okay. So they're trying to go back on a deal or an agreement. They feel entitled to do so, but I definitely feel that that's going to backfire. However, in the meanwhile, it's causing you problems. Until they're dealt with, it's going to continue to cause you problems. What's this Justice? Page of Wands. It might be to do with children. It doesn't have to, though. I'm just saying that because you got 2 pages out. Pages indicate new stages. This person's going to get a harsh reminder that they can't just run around doing whatever the hell they want to people without consequence. I'm not seeing what consequences they're causing for you, though. That's the problem. I wish that I could see that. I just can't. I can only see the strongest overall energy. Listen, it's very possible that there's some kind of financial abuse here also that's going on. Okay, Queen of Pentacles reversed with the 6 of Pentacles coming out squiffy. So if this person has agreed to pay you, or to pay you by a certain date, then they're very likely not going to do that. So I hope you're not relying on this person, Taurus, for like rent or something. I really hope that you're not relying on them financially, because they're not going to produce. They're not going to give you what they've been promising to give. Absolutely not. So because they've gone back on their word, they're putting, they're giving you problems that you're going to have to deal with. So if this hasn't happened yet, Taurus, then it might be wise to put some financial concessions in place. Okay? You can fully expect for this person to let you down. So you're needing to protect yourself here by putting something in place for yourself financially that's gonna behave like a safety net. Okay, but I'm also hearing time. So this is coming at short notice. Well, of course it is, because this is calculated. That 7 of Cups reverse tells you that this is a calculated move on this Queen of Pentacles reverse behalf. Like, they know exactly what they're doing. They're fully aware. They're fully conscious of what it is that they're doing. They know that they're letting you down. And that's kind of, I hate to say it, Taurus, it's part of their plan. Their plan is to let you down. It's to be hurtful. What a twisted, conceited little asshole that is. Okay. Interesting. Let's find out. Let's keep pulling cards. We'll find out. Right. Why is this happening? And this is the card that was interfered with when the other cards fell out of that other deck, which is the far-reaching consequences of this person backtracking and letting you down. The Sun. And it did land in the reversed position. So you were absolutely fine. You were absolutely happy until this person started their bullshit again, basically, Taurus. The Sun, healing energy, happiness, comfort and joy. And they're shitting all over it. Oh boy. It's going to be one of them weeks then. Okay. Can you tell us more about that Sun in the reversed position? Why this is happening? It's like this person is deliberately trying to stifle your own healing journey. They are deliberately causing misery in your life. Honestly, a person like that is nothing more than a friggin' psychopath. The Knight of Pentacles, and that's come out squiffy as well. So it is deliberate. And they're playing naive. That's why you had 2 pages that came out. They're not actually naive, they're pretending. They're playing naive. So it's like they're gonna make out like they've forgotten something. They forgot to pay you, or they forgot to pay you back, or they forgot to produce whatever this is that they promised you that they would. They're playing naive. They fucking meant it. Completely deliberate, 100% deliberate on their part. 100% deliberate. Have another card here, please, for Taurus. They know how much this means to you. That's the thing. That's why you've got the sun energy here, because it means so friggin' much to you. That they keep their words, that they keep their promise. That this event or this occasion or this payment, like whatever the specifics are about this, they know that it's important to you. Two of Cups. There are definitely other people who are being affected by this as well, Taurus. Other members of your family, your significant other, again, take it as it resonates. Your kids, if you've got them. Okay. Like, why? Let's ask why. Why is this person trying to make shit as difficult as possible? The Nine of Pentacles. Because they can. It's also, it's like your independence, your strength, your ability to be, I want to say self-contained, right? Because it's a really self-contained energy. You're a threat to them. And any and every opportunity that this person has at trying to pull you down, they're going to take. You're a threat to them because you're in the Nine of Pentacles energy. Ace of Swords. Ain't that the frickin' truth? There's something else here. I'm just looking at that combination. I'm like, yeah, there's more to this. There's way more to this. This is Nine of Pentacles and Ace of Swords for why this person is making life difficult for Taurus. Apparently, Taurus, you're very well liked. You're very, very popular. Strength reversed. They're directly like, oh, fuck me. They're threatened by you, your power, your strength, your influence. They're trying to have you in a headspace where you feel worthless, where you feel like you're nothing, where you feel like you're nothing without them. That's what they're doing. Okay. Strength reversed, Lover's squiffy, Three of Cups, and the Two of Wands. It's like they're trying to make a point. You get nothing in life without me, without my help, without my input. I'm strong too. I'm powerful too. Well, fuck that and fuck them. Because you're good by yourself, Taurus. You're more than good by yourself. It's just unfortunate, whatever this situation is, it has put you in an awkward situation where you've kind of had to depend on this person for something. And I'm understanding that it wasn't strictly your choice or of your making, right? I feel like you were roped into it. Three of Cups, Two of Wands. A bit of the old peer pressure here going on. Oh, Taurus, give them a chance. Give them a chance. It's fine. They'll be fine. No, they're not going to let you down. There's peer pressure. You were roped into it. You were roped into it. I'm seeing that as clear as day. Which is ironic because we're clarifying the sun. Man. Why are people such assholes? Why? blind spot. So, planning, setting intentions and optimism. Okay, Taurus. So, they're saying here, look, Taurus, it's time for you to sow new seeds elsewhere. Okay, that's your plans, your ambitions, your ideas. Okay, it's time to sow those particular seeds elsewhere, far away from that individual. It's time for you to set your intentions. Maybe some of you guys are needing to do some kind of protection, exercises, protection rituals as well. That wouldn't be a bad plan. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles. Detail orientated. Taurus, you are a perfectionist, right? And I'm saying that because this is in your blind spot. You do have very high standards for yourself, and therefore naturally you expect other people also to have high standards, and to hold themselves up to a high standard too. Your message in your blind spot is saying, Taurus, that's the way that you do things. That's not the way that everybody does things. And it is a shame. It is a shame. But that's also the reality of the situation. They're saying, if you sow these metaphorical seeds elsewhere, they will grow in abundance. Okay? Because your Eight of Pentacles is a job well done. It's problem solving, right? That's literally how you're going to solve this problem of this person interfering with everything that you do at every given opportunity that they have to interfere with your shit. They're going to take it. So start sowing your seeds elsewhere where they cannot get to them, okay? And you will be surprised. You will be so surprised at exactly how successful that endeavor will become. Okay? Because your Eight of Pentacles is hard at work. It's paying close attention to all of the details. It's you keeping your standards high. It's you having pride in yourself and pride in your work. Whatever that might be. Okay? I mean, it's unfortunate. You can't trust everyone though, can you? You can't trust everyone. This person's proving you right, because you definitely had reservations about it and about them, and they're just proving you right. It's fucked up that you were roped into it, but what can you do? Yeah. Page of Cups. Pages indicate new stages in your blind spot. Maybe it's time for you to turn the tables. Yeah, sorry about the interruption there, Taurus. As I was saying, maybe it's time for you to turn the tables by embarking upon a new creative opportunity here with this Page of Cups energy, okay? And it's in your blind spot with the Eight of Pentacles, so it's extremely likely, Taurus, that there is a new opportunity right around the corner for you that you weren't waiting for, you weren't expecting, but one that you should definitely grab onto with both hands, okay? Right, so what it is that's working for you at this time? Fruit, achievement and success. Yeah. So this hasn't all been in vain. It hasn't all gone to waste. Okay, Taurus? Because even in spite of this little asshole's best efforts to try and shit all over what you're doing, they have been largely unsuccessful with that, because you still get your fruit, you still get your harvest, okay? You still get rewards for all of the work that you've been putting in, okay? Yeah, the Six of Pentacles, as it should be. Exactly. As it should be. What else for what is working for Taurus, please? Achievements and success, I like that. Yeah, the Six of Wands. Now, both of the cards came from the bottom of the deck, which indicates it's coming from past work that you've already done. Okay, so you're certainly not going to be leaving this situation empty-handed. Definitely not. Okay, Fruit, Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. 2 sixes back to back, which again is a really interesting combination because it reinforces that message of achievements and everything that you've achieved so far and everything that you're still gonna be receiving. Okay, it's the achievements that are not yet immediately obvious. Okay, interesting. And then you've got Autumn, bounty and balance for how this is likely going to play out. Yeah, this person, they cannot stop your success, right? They have undoubtedly made things more difficult, more complicated than what it needed to be. And guess what? When you're looking at these messages here, you have succeeded in spite of their best efforts to reverse your sun energy, to reverse your growth, to send you spiraling. Okay, they failed. You won. They failed. Can you tell us more? Yeah, the World, closing out this karmic cycle, this difficult cycle with this person. And again, please don't forget that the World is another card of victory here. Okay, so you're closing out this difficult cycle. You're ready to start again. There's more achievements, that sense of fulfillment here. It's you being in harmony, so you're good with it. Like, you're taking back control of this situation where this person, whoever they are, tried so desperately hard to control you. And they failed at every corner, right? But again, that's not to say that they haven't made things complicated or difficult, because they have, right? But they haven't stopped you. And they won't stop you. Not even close. Like, it's done. It's over. Your win is already guaranteed here. Like, it's in the bag. It's already in the bag, you see? 4 of Cups. You don't have to accept this shitty behavior. You don't have to accept it. And nor should you accept it. Let's get you a healing message. Have a healing message for Taurus, please. Whoa, okay. Interesting. Interesting, because you're the only sign that that's happened to there, Taurus, where all of the healing messages just kind of fall out the deck. You've got the hawk, the wolf, ooh, and the cat. Okay, yeah. Like, the weird thing with these three, if you look at them, they're all hunters, right? They're all basically apex predators, right? So they're all of the same category of animal, kind of, in that way, right? And it indicates that there has been clashes and arguments with that particular person for a long while. A long, long time. This one, it's like it's ready to go on the attack. Which, again, is unusual because out of both of these two, you'd probably expect the wolf to go on the attack rather than the cat. But that wolf is chill, right? And that indicates loyalty. So you know who's loyal to you and who's not, who's two-faced, right? And I'm not feeling that there's any real loyalty that is lost between yourself and this individual, right? Because I'm understanding the combination of these three as you were expecting this person to pull off a dirty, nasty trick, right? Because there wasn't anything about your energy there in that reading that would tell me that you're completely blindsided by this person's betrayal. Like, everything about your energy was telling me you were 100% expecting their betrayal. And I feel like you've already been smart and that you already have made concessions for this person's shitty-ass behavior before they did anything. Right? I'm going to get that healing message for you, though. Let's take a look. We'll do the hawk first. So that one's number 7. Okay. So this one, this is one of my Gallic decks, and they say that the hawk is called Shivuk. Okay. And it says, Shivuk brings the ability to see your life in perspective, to free you of any unnecessary baggage. Yeah, that was your first message out with the altar, wasn't it? And to connect you to your ancestral roots. See if you can take some time out of your daily routine to survey your life calmly and to see events in context. The hawk can help you to recollect the missing pieces of the jigsaw you will be trying to assemble, and he will help too to spot the details that are significant. Yeah. You know, when I read that, Taurus, I'm just understanding this message of so much more of this person's interfering is going to come to light. When you have a sense of your roots and the breadth of your life, you'll start to feel pride and a growing sense of nobility and stature. Yeah. You're remembering your worth and your value, basically. Once you know where you have come from and where you're going, your life will be filled with inspiration and enthusiasm. You will sense a new day dawning and you'll be able to make decisions with confidence. Yeah. So some of you guys might have struggled for a while to make decisions. Again, purely because of that individual's constant interference. Like, oh, I best not do anything that might upset them or that they might disagree with, or, oh, I best get their opinion first because, you know, they're always telling me that I'm doing something wrong. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's all bullshit. You're doing away with all of that. It's that fear and worry that you, I don't know, somehow going to offend them or something if you were to quote unquote make the wrong decision, right? When in reality, it's fucking nothing to do with them. It's nothing to do with them at all. Right, so the wolf, this one is pronounced foil, and it says, foil brings a strong sense of faithfulness, inner strength and intuition, but the wolf brings learning too. Sometimes you need to cross barriers, to take risks, to go beyond the limited compass of quote-unquote normal behavior in order to learn and grow. Although crossing these boundaries may seem unattractive or even painful, you need not fear the inner power and strength you feel when you spend some time alone. Come to know your deepest self, and even in the darkest places, you will find courage and spiritual companionship. Yeah. So it's basically coming into a new sense of awareness of who you are through some shadow work, okay, because it is associated with shadow work and, you know, shadow energies and stuff like that. But again, it all signifies your own strength, your growth, your power, your own autonomy as well, and you fiercely defending your right to make decisions for yourself outside of external influence. I'm looking at that and I'm hearing the word interrogation. Okay, so is that one of this person's little tricks that they do? They interrogate you about absolutely everything, and it just makes you feel even more uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't like that at all. So yeah, it's time to do that shadow work, okay? And then the cat, in Gaelic it's still cat. Cat brings us the ability to observe situations quietly, without judgment, before making decisions. Apparently asleep, but is actually really listening. Yeah, if you ever, like cat owners here, have you ever noticed that when your cats curl up on the end of your bed and they look like they're flat out, like they look completely in the deepest sleep, right? But their ears still twitch, so they're not actually in a deep sleep at all. They just have that appearance. I feel like this is very reminiscent of your energy right now, Taurus, where this individual is just assuming that you're not paying attention or that you didn't pay attention, but in actual fact, you heard everything, you saw everything, and you're just processing it all. So yeah, apparently asleep but really listening. A cat can sit for hours before it acts with decisiveness. Yeah. Remember the saying, a cat may look at a king. I don't know that saying. I need to go do some research on that. A cat may look at a king. I don't even know what the implications might be behind that saying. Again, might be worth checking that one out. You have a right to know and to judge important issues for yourself in your own time. Yeah. The cat unites an awareness of the spirit world with a highly developed sensuality. These two attributes are not polar opposites, but they're facets of the one continuum of awareness and sensitivity. Yeah. So awareness of the spirit world with a highly developed sensuality. Working towards wholeness involves enhancing our appreciation of both the physical and the non-physical worlds. Yeah, so it's like the bridge between the material world and the spiritual one. And they do say that cats can converse, if that's the right word to use, with both the material world and the spiritual one, the same way that ravens can. It's like messengers of the other worlds, right? So your message for this one is to say, I get the impression that what they're saying is, you're that bridge between the physical world and the spiritual one. Okay. I feel like it's a warning against either laziness or complacency as well. It's a warning about not dropping your guard, not letting your guard down around that specific individual. Okay. Because again, your intuition, it's on point right now, just like that cat's is. Okay. So trust it, definitely trust it. Right, let's take a look at some wonderful words of wisdom from the shitty deck just to uplift this energy a bit. Remember, it's just a little bit of fun at the end of your reading. Okay, right. The first draft of everything is shit, so don't worry too much if you can't get it right the first time. As long as you keep going, that shit will eventually become unicorn poop. Yeah. You're not gonna nail everything that you attempt to do the first time you attempt to do it, so you mustn't let that put you off trying. Okay. And all the good ones are a little crazy and have been through some terrible shit that could have broken them, but instead of playing the victim, they've transmuted their shit into some incredible growth. Yes. Apparently there's some sort of valuable lesson at the back of all of this, Taurus. But yeah, I'm not going to patronize you or bore you with the details there. But the lesson is to do with trusting in your intuition and the severity of what might happen when you don't trust your intuition. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that reading has been helpful. For personal readings with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.